All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics Presents. This is the artist Andrew speaking, and this is the Hero Hour. I got to check and see if my volume's okay. Maybe. Can y'all hear me? I can't hear anything. I don't know if it's coming through or not.
What's your problem, man?
I don't know. My life. There we go.
I can't hear anything. I don't know if it's coming through or not.
Okay. It is. Turns out somebody, and I'm not naming names, stepped on my keyboard and had the mute button on my keyboard. So even though I unmuted it from YouTube, my computer was muted. It has been fixed. I am back to being perfect once again. How you doing, man? Avery, how you doing?
You already asked me that.
I did? Did you answer?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, good. Good. All right. I realized this morning when I was thinking about what sketch I was going to do in my sketchbook that I need to do more characters from Hero Book 1, especially if I'm going to use some of the sketches in the book as part of the sketchbook that we're going to offer for the Indiegogo. So, it might just be nice, So I'm thinking about doing some peoples or persons from Hero Book 1 in the sketchbook tonight. Does that make perfect sense? Of course it does.
No.
Just trust me and go with it.
Trust anyone.
Yeah, I know. Oh. Well, I had a good day at work today. How about you?
Of course I didn't. I have a very demeaning, low-paying job.
Yeah, but they appreciate you at least, right?
No.
I don't mean to pick on you or nothing, but...
No, actually you do. That's what that's meant for.
All right.
That's the whole point of rubbing that in.
I don't rub it in. Honestly, I do not.
Why do you mention it?
I don't know. I think it's funny.
Yeah. See, that's the point. To further demean me.
Oh, that's not what I'm trying to do.
And that's the reason I'm so mean to you.
All right. So we're going to get started tonight. Today's Wednesday. God, I swear to God, it feels like Friday. I've had one of these days where my whole day has been screwed up, Because I am actually taking some vacation time tomorrow. I'm actually taking 2/3 of the day off. I got to go help my mother-in-law with something. But after that, I'm free for the rest of the day. And I'm going to come home, and I'm going to work on hero stuff. Because you know what? There's a lot of hero stuff that needs to be done. So there's Indiegogo campaign stuff that has to be done. And there's, other stuff like that. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I still have the...
Oh, yeah.
I have the auto zoom set on. Let me fix that real quick.
Why do you have the auto zoom set on, Andrew?
Because it was pretty much... then the camera stopped working. Doesn't that figure? All right, I got to tell you a funny story. Did my camera just stop?
Oh, no.
Okay, there we go. We're back. All right, what am I up to now? Sketch 56. All right.
That's what I get for being nice to you lately.
Yeah, I know.
My mistake.
Oh, I know. I blame it all on you. I blame it all on you, my friend. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I want this. Sorry, guys. I'm going to just I'm just being silly tonight. But
It's a train wreck. What are you doing to yourself?
Yeah, I know. So the other day, I hear from my friend Jason. I told you the story about the Legos and all. I'll skip that part of the story, but I was sending him a package in the mail, and I went to the post office, and how do I want to do this? I went to the post office to send him a package, and I picked, when I went to the automated registers, the kiosks, I picked that it was a large envelope, but technically it was a large envelope, but it was thick because there was stuff packed inside of it, which I knew would not be considered an envelope. So that when the price came up that all I needed was $1.30, I knew that wasn't going to be enough because it's not an envelope anymore, it's a package. And so I stuck a whole bunch of extra stamps on it. I pretty much more than doubled what it said it needed. And I got nervous because I hadn't heard from Jason and he hadn't said whether or not he got the package or not. And started to get kind of nervous. And then I emailed him last night, and he hadn't checked his mail in a while, and checked his mail, and the package was there. So I was very happy to see that he got the package. So that was really it. He got the package in the mail, and I was very happy that he got the package in the mail. Dude, my life is just filled with amazing stories. Can you not tell?
I sent a thing in the mail, and they got the thing in the mail.
And it got there. I mean,
aren't you riveted?
Yeah, it's amazing.
God.
I know. I know that was the most exciting thing that happened to me last night, is the fact that he got the mail that I sent him, and I was truly worried that he wasn't going to get it. But he got it, so I was happy. So,
I want my Lone Star and
oh, I haven't gotten my Lone Star yet. I did get my Graveyard Shift, which is very cool.
That too. I want that to show up finally too.
When's Red Rooster? I know he's still working on it, but do you know when he's with the?
I don't know.
We haven't heard from him in a long time. I mean, I know he's been busy doing stuff. So
yeah, I think. I don't know.
He was around for a lot of stuff, and then when his campaign got done, he kind of went away. And it's like, I know he's working on it. I mean, he's at least I hope he's working on it. But
I think he's working on it. He's making posts, but I think he's avoiding some of the craziness because of how hard they go after his wife.
Yeah, and because she's still working in the industry and so forth, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
So I think that's part of it. Is he's trying to avoid the craziness that gets, because they don't attack him so much as they attack her.
Yeah, a bunch of pussies, going after the guy's wife. I mean, that's just not right.
No, and I think she's one of the best colors around.
Yeah. I think she's pretty fantastic too, but man. Oh, see, I hate this pencil with this damn thin lead.
I think they realized they couldn't do much to hurt him, so they went after her.
Yeah.
They went after Elizabeth, like little bitches. They're all like, "Oh, respect women." Then a woman disagrees, and they just get vicious. They get so vicious.
So I was listening to that new CD in the car the other day, just rocking out and having a good old time with it. And then I grabbed the CD from my work, the one that I took to work to listen to there, and I put it in the car. So now the CD player has 2 CDs in it. So at any moment in time, I can rock out to Summer of '69 or the Avril Lavigne CD I have. Hey, you, I don't like your boyfriend.
Stop.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to get a copyright strike.
No, it's awful.
No, it's not. It's fun. It's
awful.
That's pop. That's pop of some type, isn't it?
Garbage.
Garbage part pop?
Yes. There hasn't been a lot of interesting pop done in the last 20 years.
Oh, well.
At least I haven't seen or heard any.
I'm still there. I'm sure there's still pop stars out there, but
no, I said interesting.
Oh.
There's a few things that are kind of interesting. Some of the there's this whole little sub genre thing of stuff.
Yeah.
Where they're copying like 80s new wave and some of the early stuff that sort of became the alternative music.
Yeah.
Like it's a bunch of kids that obviously grew up listening to their parents' Cure and Smith CDs. And Smith records.
Right.
And there's a couple of those bands that aren't horrible. I wouldn't call it, it's not revolutionary, it's nothing new, but it's solid.
Yeah.
Like this band Pale Waves. It's obviously, yeah, that girl grew up, listening to her dad's, Smith and Cure albums. It's very, very obvious. But you know what? It doesn't suck.
Really?
And for today's music, that itself is amazing.
Says a lot, huh?
It says a lot that it doesn't suck. It's not awful.
Oh.
And there's a whole scene of it, a bunch of bands doing that kind of thing.
You have any particular that you're liking right now, or no?
No.
No?
No. I listen to older stuff, mostly. I mostly listen to old Metallica and Misfits. That's what I mostly listen to right now.
I was talking to Mike about our bad guy, and I gave him a story idea for this. One of the things about bad guys is there's got to be a reason why they're a bad guy, that. And I pitched him my idea for why the bad guy is a bad guy, what his motivation is, and he was liking it. He gave some other suggestions, but I think we're going to stick with my idea for now. But I suggested to him that every time you see him in book 1, and you see him in book 2, and hell, I don't know if you see him in book 3 or not. At least you haven't as of yet. And I told him that I'm thinking about like giving him some type of battle costume that he wears, like a battle armor. I think it'd be really cool looking. But we haven't gotten that far yet. Just because.
All right.
Yeah.
I really wish my graveyard shift and own Lone Star would show up.
Well, as soon as you stop thinking about them, they'll be there.
No, not true. That's not reality.
Hey, Rick. Rick says, can't stay, but that looks like Avery. He's talking about my sketch.
I don't know what your sketch looks like.
Yeah. Avery was the inspiration for my bad guy for my series. He's definitely the inspiration.
Cross shouldn't even know what I look like. Great.
I'm sure there's...
That's Cross, right?
Yeah. I'm sure there's pictures of you out there somewhere. Well, no, you haven't shown yourself on stream, have you?
Nope.
Okay. You're not that scary looking. I mean, my children stopped running away from you years ago. Yeah, this character is definitely like a grumpy looking guy. I could see where people would think Avery would be a grumpy looking guy. Oh, we got to discuss what's the subject of drawing in the corner Friday.
Dude, you're launching the thing. Don't worry about that crap.
Well, so what I was thinking is maybe make it hero related. See if everybody wants to draw, a character that could fit into the world of Hero,
I think you should try to line up some other people who have Indiegogos and just have a chat and promote thing.
Oh, I know I could reach out to Todd Mulrooney from or John Dillard.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Yeah.
Instead of doing drawing in the corner that night.
Well,
since you're launching.
Hopefully everything will go according to plan. You know what happens when you make a plan? It can quickly go awry.
That's not the saying.
That's not the saying? What's the saying?
How do you make God laugh?
You tell him your plan.
Yeah, make a plan.
Make a plan, yeah.
That's not the saying, Andrew.
Well,
what are we going to do with you?
I don't know.
We got to fix your little red wagon.
Hey, by the way, I did buy a lottery ticket for tonight's drawing, so if I win, you may never hear from me again.
Yeah, that's...
So if I'm not here Friday, you know why. I won the lottery, and I'm never talking to anybody else again. At least for a few days. It's not that I go crazy or nothing,
People would hear from me after a couple months. After I got everything situated.
Yeah. Do you know the guy, well, not the guy, but whoever won the 1.5 billion in Virginia has yet to claim it? Really? Yep.
If they know they won, they're probably getting a lot of stuff.
That's a really long time,
They might not know they won.
Yeah.
There's a chance they don't know they won. They haven't checked their tickets.
Or they lost their... God, could you imagine losing that ticket? Oh. Yeah, I know.
Especially if you recognize the numbers.
Oh, no. If I lost a ticket, or if I had a ticket in my back pocket and it went through the laundry, I would never check the numbers. Absolutely not. Nope, would not do it. I would not check it, because if I realized that what I had done, I couldn't live with myself. I wouldn't be able to do it.
Oh, dude, that'd be horrific.
It would be horrific. All right, this is an image of my bad guy. This is just another take. This may not be... I've only drawn him like 2 or 3 times. So he's not something I draw regularly. But he's definitely mean and nasty looking.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is him. This is the Rat King. Even though he's not a rat. Did I just spoil something?
You did.
Yeah. Nope. He's not a rat. That's something you don't find out till much. Well, I mean, maybe you can tell. Maybe you can't tell. I'm not sure. But nope. He's definitely not a rat. What he is, I'm not going to say. But he's definitely not a rat.
I'll say.
What are you going to say? You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing.
I'll tell you guys. I'll let the cat out of the bag. I know. I've already figured it out.
That's not funny.
Well, I have. It's not hard to tell.
Well, we haven't even decided what his origin is, so there's no way you could know what it is.
I think I know what you're thinking.
Well, you probably know what I'm thinking, but you don't know.
And you're probably gonna break that way.
Maybe.
You almost have to stick to the arc, to stick to the classic hero arc, the archetype the hero is.
Yeah. Well, there was an idea that no, he is definitely not Hero's father.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. That's not to say they're not related in some way, but he's definitely not his father. Actually, in the original when we originally started the story, the character of Brock was supposed to be his father. When Brock shows up, that was his dad. But we thought it was kind of some of the things he says. He looks kind of small for a hero and so forth. We thought that was kind of mean for a dad to say, so we made it his older brother instead of his dad, and that's what gave us the idea for the siblings, and that's where the whole story started to snowball from. Is from that one thing.
Ooh, snowballs are gross.
I'm talking into one right now. Hello.
Do you know what a snowball is?
Outside of my microphone or a ball of snow, no, I have no idea.
Okay.
I'm sure it's some sexual perverted thing that you're into.
No, it's not my bag.
Okay. Oops. Gray stone.
Because they always charge extra. Trust me, that was really gross.
Okay. I believe you.
Oh, it's so gross. So you never watched Clerks?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen Clerks.
Then you would know what a snowball is. It's called Snowball.
It's not ringing a bell or anything. Oh. Gotta set up my camera. Because I'm going to start working on the cover again, because I like working on the cover.
Yeah, well, that needs to get done.
I know. You're telling me.
At least the black and white.
Yeah.
I'm only going to charge you $300 to color it.
Oh, that's why I plan on printing it in black and white. That's it?
That's way overcharging. Way.
The camera got caught. Raise it up a little bit. Just can see pretty much the whole thing. Somewhat.
What do you think of my color choices for Mouse Boy? I like it.
What's that?
The mouse.
What about it? Oh. Let me take a look. With the brown costume?
Yeah.
Okay, that works.
Because it looks kind of like a medieval.
Yeah, well, I was going with minstrel when I created him, so.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that I might find different is I think like his fingers coming out of his gloves might just be his fingers and not fully gloved, but then again.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that important.
There's nothing to indicate that, really.
Well, In my mind, I knew exactly what I was doing.
I can color them gray, though.
No. It looks fine the way it is. Looks fine.
I can do it.
Oh, maybe do it and see what you think. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. Oh, man.
I don't care.
Hey, The Art of Reed, how's it going, man?
What's up?
All right, close that down. We are doing good.
Any drama today? I haven't really watched a lot of videos today.
I was catching up on old ones. Some of them I'm not sure. I caught up on all of Ethan's SJW Star Wars ones, where part 4, part 5. And
I will admit, I skip a lot of the Star Wars videos. I watch the Comicsgate related stuff.
Yeah.
And some of the movie related stuff sometimes.
Yeah. Even though I know nothing about games, I like listening to the quarterings.
I stay behind on him though, but I do like him.
Yeah, he always puts out like the really short 10 minutes. Him and Richard, they put out the 10, 12 minutes. So whenever they pop up, I just listen to them right away. So
I'm still debating if I'm actually going to do a Jawbreakers review. Because I'm not comfortable reviewing comics.
No.
Because I'm a creator, I don't feel comfortable reviewing, but I like it, so I will talk about things I like. But I did my book, but I also did the video of me opening it when I got it, so it's kind of like, am I milking it, and have I waited too long?
Well, there's a lot of other people that have made videos about it, but I mean, say something new and different,
I don't know if I have anything new or different to say, because everybody's already said the exact same thing way I feel about it. Okay. I liked it. It was exactly what's promised. Yes, it has problems, but Richard's getting better. If you look at the first, that first story that's in there from the remastered version of 1, he's getting better.
Yeah.
Our boy Zach's. I think he's got something. I really do think he's got something.
Yeah. Well, The Art of Reed says, doing well here, bro. Just enjoying your process. Well, thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
Crap, I didn't realize I had it stuck on you.
Oh, because I'm awesome.
I was drawing and nobody was getting to see my process.
It doesn't. It's not fully there. It's not fully alive until after it leaves my hands, anyway. So.
He asked, "What font are you using in the word bubbles?" Give me half a second, and I can tell you. It's one I found that's out there. I actually, it might even be one that comes with like Photoshop or whatever. Just comes with most programs. It's nothing special, I don't think. But it's not Comic Sans, because I got people picking on me when I use Comic Sans for something.
Yeah, you should never use Comic Sans.
Yeah, I know.
Ever. For anything, dude. It's.
I know.
It's a meme.
I know. I realize that now.
I don't know how you didn't know that from. Oh wait, you don't pay attention.
Digital Strips, I think, is the name of the font that I used.
Yeah, it's from Blambot, correct?
It might be. To be honest with you, I'm sure it's one of those free ones that you can get. So.
Yeah, I believe it's from Blambot.
Yeah, it's just nice and clean, and I like it.
Whichever project we start on, if Hero works well enough that we can start something else too,
Yeah.
We'll have to pick a new font.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because there's no this font wouldn't work for Cornerstone or Children of the Deep.
Well,
it just wouldn't.
I believe in the now. All I need is you.
What do you think? Because that's what I think.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I agree with you. Well, I do. There, like for some of like the villain characters in the story, there's a different font that I use. I think, crap, I forgot the name of it as well, but it's a different font that I use. I use it for most of the villains when they talk.
Yeah, that's good. That shows you're thinking.
Yeah, like the snake has one type of word balloons that I use for him, and the bad guy and the witches I have a different one for them. But I think the majority. Crap, I forgot the name of that one. I think all of the ones I use, at least for Hero, are simple and common ones, and I don't have any funky experimental ones, which might be cool down the line. But
oh no, once it's going to be cool is once we can afford to pay someone to make us some custom fonts, someone that knows Illustrator, or one of us figures out Illustrator enough to do it ourselves.
I did watch a video on how to do it, but I use Illustrator for some very, very basic stuff, and then that's about it.
Because if you wanted to, you could make one based on your own handwriting.
Yeah.
And you would do the original really large, and then figure it out.
You guys don't want me to use my own handwriting. I have a sloppy handwriting.
You base it on your handwriting.
Yeah.
If you do it right, it looks dope. Like Doug Tenaple has a custom font.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude.
That's cool.
I like it. He uses it for a lot of his stuff, a lot of his characters.
Yeah.
And it looks good. It keeps his book from looking, lettering-wise, looking like everything else.
All I need is a miracle. All I need is you. So the wife and I watched the A Star Is Born remake with Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga last night.
I'm sorry, are you guys okay?
Yeah, we made it through.
All right.
But it wasn't bad. It was actually pretty good.
Oh, that sounds...
Yeah, the Art of Read says, I think Doug made his own font. Yep.
Yeah. He paid someone else. He kind of like provided a sample and somebody else made it. Yeah. He paid someone to make it. He lets his friends use it, though. He gives it to his friends. His personal friends that want it. He gives it. He says he could have swore he said he gives it to them. He lets them use it.
Oh, that's very cool.
That is cool. I think it's great. I'd love to have some fonts based on my writing when I actually try really hard to make it look legible and make it look cool. I think that would be awesome. I just can't afford to pay someone to do it. At least to pay him what it's worth.
Yeah. Uh-oh, guys, I'm getting... This is a scary thing.
Uh-oh.
Get the bottle in my hand, and I'm drawing.
Doing what?
I'm drawing with the pen. Oh, well, I don't have anything underneath it because I'm trying to see what it is I'm drawing.
I like that. Our little minstrel dude.
Yes, well, you know what's so funny about him is I named him Maurice because I thought that was the name of our friend from Best Buy. Remember the big black guy that we used to go and talk to? Turns out his name's Marcel. I got the name wrong, but I originally named him after him, but it was when I thought his name was Maurice.
I know his name's Marcel.
Yeah, I know. And I never corrected it in the book, so he looks more of a Maurice anyway. You know, I heard from him recently. Actually, for the time of MegaCon last year, he gave me a call to see if I was going because I gave him one of my free passes last year. So I think he was just checking to see if I had another free pass, which I did not. Because last year I went to the con and I had a table, which meant I had 2 passes, and it was just me going. Because you wouldn't go with me, and Michael was working.
Yeah, I don't.
Hey, I think it'd be awesome if you went this year. If we all went together, even if we didn't really go to the convention.
Yeah.
The convention's secondary, you know. It's all the stuff we like to do now, hanging out with people and so forth.
Yeah.
So, the Art of Reed says, "What does your logo look like?" The hero logo. Let me see if I can find a copy of the book somewhere around here. It's a simple font. It's Narcism or something is the font, but I take the 0 or the O in hero, and I turn it so it makes it something different than just saying hero. So it's around here somewhere. Let's see what I got. Oh, I got all my books got moved around, so I don't know where it's at. I'll try to find a copy in a little bit. It's underneath a stack of stuff. But yeah. I originally wanted the letters to look like Greek or Roman letters, and that font Narcism or something like that was the closest I found that I liked it. But I wanted it to be different because the very first page in which you see his name, it's what I call his naming page, where his mom says, well, Granny Aura says in the story, he's going to be the greatest hero our world has ever known. And she goes, well, that settles it. His name is, and when you turn the page, you see him standing on like rock facing that says the word hero. And when I originally drew it out, I turned the O so that it was kind of more into because he's crawling up on it. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, there you go. But because he was crawling up on it, I turned it a little bit, and I liked the way it looked, so that is the logo. See, now you guys got a history of where it came from. But yeah, I'm not very good when it comes to designing that kind of stuff. So I did it once, I liked it, and that became it. I'm sure I could pay somebody to design a logo for me or something like that. But you know what? I don't need to.
Yeah. A good graphic designer.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear Dave Johnson's available. He's awesome. He's a great graphic designer.
Is he?
Yes, he is.
Is he?
I don't know.
Because he seems like a douche.
Well, you can be a great artist and still be a douche, you know?
Well, that's not the same as a graphic designer.
Yeah, well, you can be a great artist and still be
A douche.
You know? Oh, the Art of Reed says, as a graphic designer myself, I'm drawn to logos. Well, that's cool. I like I said, I went simple with mine. I actually didn't think about it too much. I found a font that I liked, drew it out, and then changed it slightly because of the image I was drawing, and it ended up working, and I liked it. I am very easy when it comes to pleasing. Ask anybody. I'm easy to please. Avery wouldn't know. He's never made me happy a day in his life.
I haven't been trying to.
I was just going to say, you try all the time. I gotta tell you a secret. Don't tell nobody I told you this. He
What?
says, "Yeah, I'm having a tough go with my own logo." Well, I mean, like I said, what I did with mine is I went with something very simple, and then I changed it, and I liked it, and I just said, "That's it. I'm done. It's done." So sometimes going simple is a lot easier. So I asked Mike. I said, "Hey, are we going to go see a movie this week?" Because he took his sister and Raphael to see Glass last night, so he can't go. He can't get another free movie till Friday. And I said, "Hey, are we going to go see a movie this weekend? Because I still want to see How to Train Your Dragon 3." And he goes, "Well, Dad, I kind of already have plans to use my free movie for next week." And I said, "Oh, okay." He says, "I'm going to go see Captain Marvel." And I said, "Oh, well, I want to see that too, but there's no rush for that." And he said, "Well, there was a girl at his work who quit, turned in her resignation, but she really wanted to see Captain Marvel, but she wasn't. When you hear this, you'll understand. She wasn't sure she wanted to pay money to see it, so she wanted to be able to see it for free. But since she quit the job, she doesn't get the free access." And Michael was like, "Well, I'll take you." So he's going to take her to see the movie next Thursday. And I'm like, "Okay, that's very nice of you, son. That's kind of kind of gentlemanly, you know." I mean, granted, I asked him. I said, "Is this like a date thing?" He says, "No." I said, "Okay, okay." But he's going to a movie with a young lady next Thursday, and they're going to go see Captain Marvel because neither one of them want to spend any money on it.
Who would?
I know, but that means I gotta wait. That means I gotta wait till at least Friday to go see it because you can only go see one free movie a week, and their schedules start on Friday. So he'll take her to see it on Thursday, and then the next day he can take me if he wants. So we'll see.
Dude, that company sucks.
Yeah. Well, I told him, I said, "So we're not going to go see How to Train Your Dragon 3." He says, "Oh, no. I don't mind taking you to see that. I don't mind paying to see that one again." I said, "Oh, okay." He said, "That one was good enough that I'd pay to see it again." I said, "All right." So that's a pretty good endorsement when somebody who gets to see movies for free is willing to pay for one, you know? But people that work at a movie theater are unwilling to go see Captain Marvel because they don't want to pay for it. That's so funny.
The movie looks trash, dude.
Well, I still want to see it. There's a part of me that thinks maybe they can pull one out, you know?
It's going to be worse than Ant-Man.
I enjoyed Ant-Man.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
Ant-Man did not deserve his own movie ever.
Well,
he doesn't. She's on the same tier as him as far as character.
Yeah, but
neither one of them deserve their own movie.
His worked because of the humor. You know, I don't think they're going to bring the humor to hers. You know,
it still isn't strong enough to be its own movie.
Well, we'll see.
Ant-Man wasn't strong enough to be their own movie. You know what? They were strong enough to be their own straight-to-video movies. If they were straight-to-video, straight-to-home release, I'd have been like, yeah, they're not bad. But as far as go to the theater, $20 a person to go see, that ain't it, Chief. Those movies don't have it.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I put Doctor Strange, Ant-Man, Black Panther, all pretty much in the same level, you know?
Yeah, sure.
Guardians of the Galaxy, I think, worked better, but the first one was definitely within that level, you know? But they created such a potential with it that it was, you know...
No. Explain your point.
Well,
you can't.
Guardians of the Galaxy 1 was very much like Ant-Man and Doctor Strange. It was the second tier characters, but they
They're
did
third
such.
tier.
No, they're not.
Ant-Man and Doctor Strange and Captain Marvel are third tier.
Would you consider Black Panther to be third tier?
Maybe even fourth.
Oh God, no. I say
To
second
me,
tier.
Iron Man is a second tier character.
I think Hulk is a second tier character. Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor are the first.
Hulk is not a second tier character because he's been holding his own series for a long time. If Iron Man is first tier, he's at the low end of it.
I almost
Iron Man having their own movies. Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, because they all can carry their own book pretty well. Captain Marvel can't carry her own book. Ant-Man can't carry his own book. He's had his own book, but he can't carry it.
When you think of characters, do you think I think of like classic runs that are worth it, you know? Dale Keown, Peter David Hulk runs.
Yeah.
That was a fantastic run of the Hulk. That's the whole Pantheon storyline and so forth, where they had the characters that were based on.
Hulk has had some amazing, awesome story arcs.
Yeah, I can't think of anything. Well, I think the Strange Tales stories for Doctor Strange. Remember when it was Strange Tales, where it's Doctor Strange and Cloak and Dagger? Some of those were really, really good, but I can't.
But that was a top tier book.
Yeah, I can't point to a single Doctor Strange story that I can remember as being,
He doesn't have any landmark stuff.
Yeah. Same thing with.
He's a great supporting character. You bring him in, you take him out. Dips in, dips out. He's great for that. He's fantastic. But they've been given all these second and third tier. I understand having second tier characters in their own movies, but these third tier characters and stuff, no, it's stupid. You don't need a movie for Ant-Man. You can introduce him in one of the movies and make it work.
Well.
Same for Captain Marvel.
It's almost like they're experimenting. They take a second tier character, they give him his own movie as an introduction, and if it does well enough, they can expand and do more with them. I don't think they seriously think these characters are going to rocket right out of the gate and become household names or anything. Definitely don't think they thought Guardians of the Galaxy was going to do that.
No, that was a surprise because that book's never been big. Those characters weren't super popular.
No. Well, the Abnett and Lanning version of the book was actually pretty good.
Wouldn't know.
No, it was good. It was good. But it definitely had a different cast. It had a Warlock and Moondragon and so forth. So those were mainstays in those stories.
I know who Warlock is. The rest of what you said made no sense.
Moondragon, she's the bald one.
I don't know. The bald what?
The bald girl.
I don't know that Guardians of the Galaxy. I've never seen it.
Okay.
I've never laid eyes on it.
Really?
I don't know what it is.
Okay. They did an Annihilation story that was actually pretty good. So
it's like I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, I got you. I'll have to see if I can find the books. They were actually pretty good.
No.
What's wrong, Avery? You don't want to try something new?
I have no interest in it.
I know. Well, the good news is you don't have to pay for it.
I don't want to. I don't want it to cross my eyes.
You might get inspired though, so that's the whole
There's
thing.
nothing inspiring about a Marvel comic.
Well, these are also Marvel comics from years and years ago, so
I'm abandoning all Marvel comics from all time periods.
Zach was talking about. Zach was doing a review of the new Nightcrawler book that came out.
Yeah, I watched it.
And he was talking about Excalibur, and I was just remembering all those really great Alan Davis. Oh man, that's amazing.
And he was talking about the writer said something about Nightcrawler needed working on his combat skills. It's like, what? Nightcrawler's like a master hand-to-hand combat and like sword and like a lot of weapons also like sword like fencing.
Yeah.
He's a master at it. It's like somebody doesn't know their lore. What is wrong with these people? It's like this is like the first X-Men comic you've ever read is the one you're writing, isn't it?
There's a good chance that's that's a truism.
Yeah, that's what's scary. It's like, this is your first exposure to this character, isn't it? Because you don't know him very well.
No.
Because dude has skills. Nightcrawler's awesome.
He is. He's definitely a cool character. Especially the fact that he was originally created to be a member of the Legion of Superheroes for DC.
What?
Dave Cochran originally designed him as a Legion of Superheroes character that never got used. When he came over to Marvel and started doing X-Men, that's when he revealed him. But he was originally supposed to be a member of Legion of Superheroes.
Well,
yep.
He's an awesome X-Man.
He is. And you want to know why? Because the character has heart. The character has a personality. The character has, all the things that a lot of characters nowadays don't have,
Yeah, I liked all this stuff with Nightcrawler and Megan, and there's a sort of a little love triangle.
Yep.
Going on. Because Megan was with Captain Britain because she felt this loyalty to him because he found her, and that's the reason she was blonde hair with big boobs and all that.
Mm-hmm.
It's because she was mimicking a female version of Captain Britain. And then as she started to become close with Nightcrawler, whenever her and Nightcrawler would just be hanging out and training, she wouldn't realize what she was doing, but she would just morph and she would look like him.
Yeah. Blue skin and a
tail.
Now I know the one character, Nocturne, is supposed to be Nightcrawler's daughter from like another dimension.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, well, she was part of, I think part of the Exiles or whatever. But I'm not sure who her mother was.
I don't know.
In the storyline, I'm sure it's out there. I'm sure somebody knows.
I didn't see any of that stuff.
Yeah.
That was from one of those periods where I just got sick of stuff and stopped buying.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I started buying stuff again, they drove me back out. So I was just like, all right, see you, jerk. I'm not coming back to this time. I'm not giving you another chance.
Nope, I understand.
You don't get another chance. No more chances.
I really like driving my new car, by the way.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Oh, do you remember how I said that when I left work or I was leaving work, there was a big puddle by Mike's car and I knew that it was leaking and I had to take it and get it. We had to take it and get it fixed.
Okay, this is a previous conversation. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the puddle where it was all rust colored. There's now a big rust stain in the parking lot at my work from where the car leaked out the hot water.
Bad.
Yeah, I know. It's the things we leave behind, you know. I'm sure it'll wash itself away eventually, but
Bad, Andrew, bad.
when you go to the rest of the Chinese restaurant that we like to go to that's near us, when you walk up on the sidewalk to go into the front door, there's some yellow paint footprints on the ground. Well, they're starting to fade. You can't see them that well, but that was my daughter. She walked through wet paint with her flip-flops and left her feet marks in front of the restaurant.
Why?
Because she wasn't paying attention, because she didn't see that the sign said wet paint. She walked right through it.
Awful.
I know. But every time I go and I see the little yellow feet prints, I go, that's my daughter.
Allow you back?
Huh?
And they allow you back?
Yeah, they love me there. Mike and I give them a Christmas card every year and put lottery tickets in it for them. I don't think they ever win anything, but, you know, at least I care enough to give them lottery tickets for Christmas. What you do with people you see all the time, right? You buy them lottery tickets for Christmas, right?
No. Don't buy them anything for Christmas. You know what's so sad about this image is I'm putting all this detail into these rocks and this foliage and all this around here, and you're gonna cover it up with color. Okay, I won't color it then.
No, you've got to color because it's gonna be fantastic.
Well, which is it?
Avery, I'm just bitching and complaining, but I can't wait to see you color this.
Make up my mind, Andrew.
Well, what I'm worried about is I'm going to have to scan it in pieces because it's so large. So hopefully I can put it all together into one thing without totally destroying it. You know how easy that is to do something like that.
What do you mean?
You know how easy it is to screw up an image? Not that you've ever done that before, so.
Well, I have. It's been a while. I'm really, really good.
Hey, I got a text from you that said if I was going to save more pages. Was that an old text or was that something recent?
That was the text I sent you the other day about uploading pages.
Okay.
I didn't have anything to color.
Okay, and I have since then uploaded. Okay, I was just making sure because I couldn't remember if that was an old message or.
I sent.
Yeah, I know. I realize.
I know. Jesus. I don't know. I don't know what to do with you, man.
Oh, I started watching the first Captain America movie today. That was an enjoyable flick. Would you consider Captain America top tier?
He hasn't been in a long time.
Well, in the movies he is. The comics, we're talking a whole different thing. So
he hasn't been in a long time. They've trashed poor Cat,
man. Wonder where everybody else is tonight.
Huh?
I said, I wonder where everybody else is tonight. It's only Wednesday.
I don't like hanging out with you anymore.
Oh, well, that I could believe.
They've abandoned us because of you. God.
I'm fairly certain that's not true.
I'm kidding. People have lives, Andrew. I mean...
Oh, I know.
People have lives. They're not always going to be able... Our audience is so small.
Well, that's why I like you, is because you don't have a life. You can always join me. Am I right or am I right?
I hate you.
I know. I know.
I'm not. I quit.
Quit drawing or quit the live stream?
Quit Hero.
No, don't do that.
No, you've crossed the line, man. I quit.
Again?
I'm done, man.
What do I have to do to get you back?
This.
I promise not to bring up Legos for at least a month. How's that?
This isn't gonna work.
So, is there anything interesting going on that you've seen that we should talk about?
No, I don't think so. I haven't seen anything today, man. Man, some of these layers are so weird. Like I have to do stuff to where it just looks weird.
Oh, yeah? That's what you get for dealing with such an immature and inexperienced artist, you know? Well, I already put my hand in a blob of ink and had to clean it up, so I think I'm getting close to stopping.
Dude, what? Did you really?
Well, there was a little bit of buildup of ink, and I kind of put my wrist into it.
Oh, dude.
But I worked it. It'll be okay. Just, I'm getting tired, and I think if I do it again, I mean...
Okay, that's not going to work.
What?
What I was doing. And I can't get rid of it.
What?
If I left this color the shape of the object, it just looks like trash. Because you have these characters, the characters that break panels, sometimes their shape outside of the panel is just bizarre.
Oh, that goes all the way back to not imagining it in color, you know? So, all right, we're abandoning watchers left and right, so I think I'm going to wrap this stream up. Oh,
well, that's your fault.
Yeah, I know. I'm not entertaining enough.
You're not. You're really not.
No, I need to get better guests on the show, you know?
Really should.
Ones that can hold their own.
I hold my conversation. It's just you're not giving me anything to work with. My day at work. It's like, shut up.
What else do I have to talk about? I can talk about my dogs, my wife's cats. You know, you don't want to hear about any of those things. I'm sure of that.
Talk about the work, man.
This work?
Yeah, the work.
Yeah, I just stuck my hand in the ink. All right. I know it doesn't seem like I did a lot, but I did this whole front section here. This is going to take forever. I'm gonna spend probably about 2 hours on it tomorrow.
Get faster, dude.
Yeah, I know. That's what I should do. Is just be faster.
I know. Oh, stop with that.
I gotta take the glove off because otherwise I'm gonna smear it. All right, let me stop the video. All right, guys. Cross, Rick. I know you're long gone, but thanks for coming by. The Art of Read, dude. We should talk more later about fonts and designs because I'm definitely interested in getting your opinion. Because if you're a graphic designer, then you know you got talent. I know it. I just know it. All All right, guys, I appreciate you coming by, and we're gonna join. We're gonna convene again on Friday at 7:30 Eastern time, and we may or may not do a drawing in the corner. We'll see what happens, but we're definitely going to be maybe launching some Nindy-Go-Go's or something like that. And
I'm not showing up Friday.
Okay, that's fine.
I've had enough. I quit.
I understand. So I appreciate y'all coming by, and I'll catch y'all next time. Later.